So when I went to Japan, I actually got this really cute pencil case from Don Quixote. And it's a little Shiba Inu, and inside I have like some markers and stuff. And the cool thing about it is you can actually make it smaller by tucking this little tab up into it, and it sits real cute on a desk. But that's just something that I wanted to show you guys to start this video off and say welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. Yes, we are back yet again. A week has gone by and there is a lot of news to cover, so let's get into it. Let's talk first about the Kyoto Animation's fire situation, because a lot has developed in the past week, and there's a lot of good coming out of what's happening. Obviously enough, there's really no good way to spin it. It was a tragedy nonetheless, and regardless of if things come out good in the end, it's still really sad and a lot of people lost their lives. To be specific, the 35th victim recently passed away. The final toll was 35 dead and 33 injured, but that's the most we're going to talk about the sad parts. Let's get a little bit into the happy parts right now. As I previously discussed, Sentai Filmworks started a GoFundMe page where people could donate to Kyoto Animations. It would seem that that page has raised $2.3 million as of now. Additionally, they opened a bank account where they could accept donations from people, and that has accumulated a massive amount of money. 1.2 billion yen, or over 11 million US dollars, has been accumulated through donations to Kyoto Animation's separate bank account they opened for donations to help with the recovery. Now, they are going to give a lot of this money to the victims' families, and of course, some of it is going to be used for them to, of course, recover as well. Another good thing that's happened is that recently it was announced that they were able to recover their server data. Yes, it would seem that the server was held in a separate room, and it was somewhat unaffected by the fire. Therefore, they've been able to recover a lot of stuff that was being worked on, which is a huge, huge sigh of relief. Additionally, the Japanese government has even thought of trying to help them with their recovery by offering them a special tax break on their donations that have come in. So they're giving back less of it in tax returns or anything like that, and they get to keep more of it, of course, because it is being used to help them recover from an actual disaster. Additionally, the Japanese government has also stated they want to help with animator training. They want to support animator training, which I'm assuming is them trying to help facilitate Kyoto Animations acquiring some new talent. If you didn't understand the severity of what's happened, then just take that for example. The Japanese government want to help these people recover. Also, the currently airing Fire Force anime had its third episode somewhat altered, where they did some different narrations in one part, and additionally, they made the flames different colors. And finally, out of all this, they released a statement. The CEO put up online in multiple languages a large, long statement where they declared that they are not going to give up from this. This is not going to stop them. They are going to continue fighting on with everything they have. They will not go quietly into the night, and they seek to impress us and amaze us and continue on making amazing stuff for us all and inspiring a future of animators and creators. And that, just reading it, was enough to almost get me to well up. It's really great to see that regardless of how depressing and sad the situation got, they are not allowing it to define who they are, and they're not allowing it to ruin them as a studio. It's very, very nice to see this happening, and as much as it stinks that this did happen, it's great to see that in the face of adversity, they are standing strong, and they are continuing to fight with everything they have. We should all be so tenacious. In other news, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics are going to be a huge deal for Japan. A myriad of creative endeavors have come from Japan due to the fact that they will be hosting the Olympics coming in 2020. They recently made a couple of cute mascots and released a really neat animated video for it, and additionally, there's going to be a campaign in which they get a bunch of artists together to create posters to promote the Olympics. Now, among those artists are two really famous ones that are relevant to us Weeaboo. Naoki Urasawa of Monster fame is going to be working on a poster for the 2020 Olympic Games. Hirohiko Araki of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fame will be working on the Paralympic Games poster. This is just another way to show how much this really means to them. And to be honest, it sounds really interesting to see what they might produce. Can you imagine the new mascot playing like a discus toss against Dio or something? That would be hilarious. I don't think I had to tell people how much I love Yokai Watch. If you know me at all, you know that I love Yokai, and Yokai Watch was just another great way of infusing sort of kids culture and anime with yokai, which is a really weird concept to combine with such a strange mix, but it's awesome and it works really well. Having played the Yokai Watch games and watched the anime and even visited the Yokai Watch shop in Japan, I'm a huge fan, and it's great to see that Level 5 has hosted a website recently announcing that the first game, Yokai Watch, is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch for an HD remake. It comes out October 10th. The original game came out back in 2013, which is painful to think how long ago that was. And so far there's no news on a US release, but hopefully in time it's a no-brainer since they pretty much have all of the text they need from the first game. It doesn't seem like much is changing, but one thing to note is that they're going to include RFID toy compatibility with some new series of toys that's coming out for the Yokai Watch line. So yeah, without any announcement of the United States release, we can only hope, but come on, let's make this thing happen. I understand that Yokai Watch probably hasn't made as much money for Nintendo of America, but it's still nice to cater to that group of fans, so please. I talked about Midu Tights some time ago, and I haven't watched it, yet all the promos and all the little videos I've seen have interested me, to say the least. There's going to already be a release for Blu-ray of the entire Midu Tights series. It would seem that it's going to come with a 13th episode, as well as a drama CD and even like a little book as well, all packaged together, coming out in late August. So if you're into it, that's that. The name of the additional episode translates to Cosplay Photo Shoot Tights, so you can only imagine how much plot there will be in this. Toei recently announced its 100 Years Animation Project, which of course helps to bring animation and anime to the world for the next 100 years. It was a way for them to implement new creators and young blood into the industry to train them and cater them so that they can basically do what is being done by Toei now, but in the future. Because a lot of times the old guard does not trust the new blood to do what it did, though Japan is trying to basically make it so that that can happen. Now, a new dinosaur-themed anime is going to be coming out and streaming on YouTube throughout August. The staff consists of a lot of younger members, and it's one of the first projects in a series of projects that is going to be primarily made by younger staff. Real Size Kosebutsu Zukan, otherwise known as Real Size Extinct Creatures Picture Book, is a book created by Ken Tsuchiya. Now this book is the original inspiration for this anime, and Tsuchiya, the author, is going to be kept on as an extinct creatures supervisor, so honestly though, when you think about it, anime and dinosaurs are two long-loved things by pretty much all young boys in the United States and plenty of young girls, so when you combine anime and dinosaurs together, I'm excited to see this. Guilty Kiss, True, Zack, and Jam Project are going to be playing at Anime New York City, and I am so jealous. It's part of their Lantis Matsuri concert series. The all-star lineup will play the event on November 15th, which of course is the first day of Anime NYC. You guys are so lucky that you get to see this. I mean, I've seen Jam Project before with TM Revolution, so, you know, I don't want to brag or anything, but yeah. But still, seriously, anybody who gets to see Jam Project in concert is very lucky in my eyes because they are just so amazing. All I want out of life is to, again, see them play Somebody Give Me the Power! A series of running events are going to be held throughout Asia for the 40th anniversary of the Gundam series. October 20th will see the Gundam Run held, where individuals or groups can compete in either 2K, 5K, or even 10K races. This is pretty cool, and that was Gundam news. Oh no, that's not quite it. I talked about these before, but I actually got the RX-78 Gundam shoes from 361 Degrees. I got them shipped from China, and I will be doing a video on these, so keep your eyes open. A 43-year-old man in Toyota was arrested for attacking another Pokemon Go player in the streets. The 43-year-old man punched the 44-year-old man in the face, apparently over an argument outside of an in-game gym. The guy broke his nose and was later arrested because the other guy reported it to the police, as he should have. I didn't think people were that serious about Pokemon Go still. I mean, you know this guy was probably Team Valor, but still, I'm glad to hear that the guy got his comeuppance and went to jail, and I hope the other guy's okay. This one's crazy. Koei Tecmo recently announced that this year they are going to be porting and re-releasing the original Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher originally released in July of 1997, which was 21 years ago. The series has been dormant for quite some time. They had a couple Japanese mobile games, but they're finally getting a re-release of the game that started it all. If you're not familiar, the game was popular because it would act as sort of a hub. You would put it in your system, and then you would be able to open the disc tray and put different games in, and depending on the game you put in, you would get different monsters which you could train and battle through the game. It was really cool and a totally different concept for its time. I'm not sure how they're going to adapt that for the current age of gaming, but it's going to be interesting to see nonetheless, and I'm really excited to see it coming back. And finally, it would seem that they are going to be releasing a Criterion collection of the Showa era of Godzilla films. Yes, arguably what made the series what it was, the series of movies from 1954 all the way to 1975, the Showa era of Godzilla films are going to be remastered and re-released in Blu-ray form in a huge collection of 15 movies. This is all 15 movies from the Showa era, and they're going to come together with a hardcover book, interviews, all this promotional material on it, in this really nice packaging, all together with so much more stuff. And it's going to be, I think, something like $180 if you pre-order it right now from the Criterion Collection's website. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm super hyped for this. Of course, it comes with the original 1954 Godzilla, which started everything. So if you want to have a definitive collection of the original Godzilla movies, get this. Even if you don't, and you just like Godzilla, get this. It's more than likely going to go up in value. And that's it. That's my last story. I put a lot in here this time. Hopefully I can edit this down pretty short. Either way, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to leave it a little like, hit that thumbs up button. If you aren't subscribed yet, what the heck are you doing? Please subscribe to the channel. It makes me feel just a little bit less insecure when I look at my views. What interested you the most? Why don't you drop a comment and let me know? If you want to watch something else or just help the channel out, go ahead and click what I'm going to link on screen. It does help me out if you watch it, but if you don't want to, I guess that's up to you. I guess you just, won't help me out. That's fine. But thank you so much again for watching. Take care of yourself and stay tuned for Figure Friday this week. Yes, it would seem that we'd finally captured RX-78, but what do we do with it?